But yeah, man, I mean, I'm none of those things. I'm not like the hardest rapper, the best lyricist, or nothing like that. I just feel like I just want to make good music for people to relate to. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what I've been trying to do from day one. I think maybe a little bit what separate me from other people is just the overall universal look. Like I'm so able to just like be like just cool with so many different people and stuff like that that can just appeal to a wide range of audience. Like it really just ain't for this type of crowd or this type of crowd. It's kind of for everybody, I feel like.
Now recently you released a tape called Trashy White Women.
Trashy fucking white women.
Give us a rundown on the title, man. It's real catchy.
Okay, so long story short, me and my pops are out to eat, right? We're having Mexican food, eating tacos, and he's a couple margaritas in, and my dad, he an old country dude, so we're sitting there talking, and he was kind of talking shit to me about, you know, you ain't getting no pussy and stuff like that. Like, you don't know what you're doing, youngster type thing, you know? So he pulls out a cell phone and shows me a picture of this, like, good-looking, older, blonde lady with, like, a big set of tits, and, like, she was drinking and had a big old cigar in her mouth, and my dad was just looked over and leaned at me. He was just like, yeah, son, I like my women a little trashy. You know, we just started dying laughing. I told that story to my partner Ticket and Tone, and they just laughed, and we just ran with it for the title. We thought it was just funny, Trashy White Women, and you know, the CD has nothing to do with Trashy White Women, but it's just a funny title, and then the cover I thought was real badass. So I thought people, when they see the cover, it would look like something they want to listen to. You understand what I'm saying?
Now, what was your mom's first reaction when she seen that tape?
I mean, she started laughing, and she kind of just like gave me that like little eye roll, kind of, you know what I'm saying? But she supports me in whatever I do and anything. She really couldn't say nothing to me about it. You know, she was just more happy for me that she knew how much work I was putting into it, so she was happy just to see that I finally had, you know, a project to put out.
Right. Now you got features on there such as Puka Leroy.
Yeah.
What other features you got on there?
I got Tom on there. I got T Cash. I got Puka Leroy, and I got classic music on there. You know
Crazy tape.
Yeah.
Where can we get that at?
You can go download Trashy White Women on datpiff.com. Just go in there and search Dyllin, D-Y-L-L-I-N, or you can go to audiomac.com and download it. The same thing. Just search Dyllin, D-Y-L-L-I-N. I ain't got no cool ass rap name, you know what I'm saying? I never could think of no badass like rap name you wanted to go by. So Dyllin is just like, I just had to go by my first name. And
right, and if you notice, most of the successful rappers like the J. Cole's and the Kendrick Lamar's, or the, you know, the people that keep their name, the Eminems, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that that's his real name.
Right.
You know, a lot of artists who had that simple name are usually the most successful ones, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I try to keep it simple, but dude, I just could never think. You know, I didn't have no nickname or nothing to go with it, so I was just like, fuck it, let's go with Dyllin. Right. You know, I don't want to be called Dyllin all the damn time, so.
Right. Now, in recent news, you know, the media gives Iggy Azalea a hard time,
right? And
you know, a lot of people like to say, you know, the whole white privilege thing with white rappers. Mm-hmm. How true is that?
If I was gonna be straight up honest with you, bro, 100% real, that shit exists. Hell yeah, white privilege exists. I mean, if you don't think it exists, I think you're an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Because you just got to be able to, you have to be able to see the world and assess it and know what's real and what's not. And you know, white privilege is a real thing. If you want to talk about like a lot like the buying audience, you know what I'm saying? I forgot the percentage numbers, but the majority of people who do buy music, you know, they are white. So, you know, she does have that advantage of like the appeal to other people. You know, she can't be, might not be the best rapper or makes the best music or anything like that by any means, but she just has that advantage, that white privilege. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But then you might have people say, well, Machine Gun Kelly isn't selling, or you know, there are white artists who aren't successful as others.
Right.
So I mean, then it's kind of like it may not be true.
Right.
You know.
But it could also just depend on the person individually as to what level of success they're trying to succeed, or like where their roots are within hip hop. If they're really like, you know, Machine Gun Kelly, I'm pretty sure he's like steeped into the culture to where like he doesn't want to be perceived as like that poppy act that's just like for white people or something like that. Like he probably wants to stay, he's probably one of them artists that's more true to himself and true to where he comes from.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Now, speaking on that, what is your goal? Are you trying to stay to yourself and hit that core fan base that you want, or are you gonna go commercial and try to get them white fans that will buy your craft?
Right. I mean, dude, honestly, the goal is, like I was saying later about being universal, is like I believe I can blend in with that white crowd and make music for, like, I don't want to say for white people, you know what I'm saying, but it's like, yeah, I gotta have songs
that can relate to.
This song is targeted for white people pretty much, you know, and then this song is more like a street song, or this song is, you know, this, that, or the other. So that's my goal, is just to make overall universal good music that can appeal to anybody, and I feel like that's one of my advantages over other people.
All right. Now, rest of 2015, what can we expect from Dyllin?
So rest of 2015, South by is coming up next week. I'm gonna go down there. I got 1,000 new CDs pressed up. I'm gonna be going down there doing some mass promotion, just straight hand to hand. I know a lot of them gonna probably end up on the ground, people looking at it, just throwing it. You know, I know how the routine goes, but I'm gonna go down there and do heavy promotion at South by. Try to start doing more shows. Just keep working on new music and just push this project. I'm working on doing like 3 new music videos. We'll get those together and get them put out on World Star and stuff like that. So really just get people familiar with me, bro, because nobody knows who I am right now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I got quality enough music to where I think people would start fucking with me right now.
Now, inside the city or outside the city, who are a few artists that you have your eyes on that you want to work with in the future?
I mean, kind of like the people I was speaking of earlier, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd love to get with like with Blue and do something with like Brain Gang and stuff like that. But shit, I really want to fuck around and do something with Uno Loso. You know what I'm saying? I really, I feel like he has a lot of momentum behind him right now. You know what I'm saying? He's been grinding and stuff like that in the city behind him, and he a real like Dallas, you know what I'm saying, street dude, you know what I'm talking about. And I feel like we probably could come together and like make some type of track happen, you know what I'm saying, even though we come from like completely different spectrums of, like, you know, in terms of probably where we grew up and shit like that. I think we can still come together and make good music. Probably so him and like Uno Loso or something, and there's a lot of cats I want to work with though. LES, I've been jamming Maxo Cream lately. They were
He's out here tonight, matter of fact.
For real?
Yeah, he texts my phone.
Yeah, I'm trying to, you know, Maxo Cream, I dig his project, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people I love, like, to get to work with within the state, you know.